Making video lessons for a lot of people can be very daunting because they think a video lesson has to be recorded on a nice camera and they have to have document cameras and iPads and writing tablets, and then they have to edit it. And do they have to get a YouTube channel? Do I put it on Google Drive? And how do I make sure all my students can have access to it? There's a lot that goes into making video lessons. And so on today's show, we are going to be talking about how to simplify that process as much as possible and create engaging videos for your students. So if you're new here, welcome to the Middle School STEM Teachers Lounge. My name is Tom Gibson, and I love making stuff for teachers. I didn't know where I was going with that. This channel is all about designing, helping teachers design a meaningful and engaging experience for their students, as well as a fulfilling teaching experience for themselves. It is currently as if you're not here live. You're probably watching the playback if you're watching this. It is currently May 12th, the day of this live stream. And we have been hybrid since February, late February, maybe the first week of March. We were going to go hybrid, but then the crazy Texas storm happened, and it's like, oh, we lost a week of school. Should we still go hybrid right after that? And we did anyways. But we are in the last weeks of school. We are out at the end of May. The last week of May is our last week of school. And I am currently just looking, like, this semester, I really went hard on the video lessons, particularly in my middle school math classroom. And as opposed to doing, I was finding trying to do a lecture with a hybrid classroom, trying to do a lecture remote was bad enough. If I was talking and I don't know if they're listening, and I tried things with Nearpod, or you're trying to stop and have them engage and stuff, but then you don't really know if they're really paying attention, if their cameras were off, and I just didn't like doing it. And then it's if a student missed something, they missed it, what do they do? They missed that part of the notes, and then now do I meet with them for office hours and try to go through the notes with them? And so I started doing video lessons. It's not the first time I've ever done video lessons. I did video lessons way back when in 2013 when the flipped classroom model was all the rage, and it was kind of brand new. And I remember I would have these video lessons that I recorded for my 5th grade students, and they had this checklist of videos to watch and then practice problems to do after that. And it was okay, but I never really knew exactly where a lot of students were at, and some students would watch the videos but not take the notes, and then they just fail the assessment, or they just wouldn't watch the videos. And so it didn't go super well back when I did the video lessons back in 2013. But recently, I stumbled across the Modern Classrooms project, which is an organization that helps teachers create a self-paced classroom. And one of the pillar pieces of that is recording these video lessons for your students so that they can watch them, and then they fill in the guided notes based on those videos, and then you track their progress. And you also do mastery-based assessments, and so what we're going to do today, though, for the live stream, I found that the video part is what a lot of teachers struggle with. I love video. If you can't tell, I've got 2 camera angles right now for my live stream, and I'm switching between them. You don't have to do all of this stuff. This is not even how I make my videos for my students. A lot of times I make my videos at school during my prep period on my laptop, and so that's what I'm actually going to do today, and show you how I do it. So I do it in one take, and it's immediately available for the students. So let's jump into the actual laptop. What you're seeing is my laptop right now. With this, the whole process, the whole overview of my self-paced model with my students is in a video that I posted yesterday. I've also linked to that video in the description if you want to see kind of the big overview of doing the recorded videos, and then the guided notes, and then the lesson tracker, and then the mastery assessment. But this right here is actually one of the lessons that one of my classes, my pre-algebra classes, is doing. These are the guided notes. They're they're already filled in, and you can see that I've actually created these videos already. I create these buttons that students can link to, and then they can watch the video. They're usually fairly short. I try to keep them under 5 minutes if I can. If it's like 2 or 3 minutes, that's perfect. Am I talking?
To 4.1.
Yes,
I
greeted myself.
Couple things before you start. Watch that video by Khan Academy. It's like 3 minutes long, and then enter this.
So this one, I usually don't have them watch another video, but that was a Khan Academy video that I always watched at the beginning of the year, beginning of this lesson. And so I walked them through. You can see I'm in the classroom right there. You can see I actually have a microphone that I meant to grab before I started this live stream. I might run. Hey, what's up, UWEG? It's good to see you, UWEG in the house. Man, you are a faithful viewer, UWEG. I appreciate you joining me every Wednesday. And so you can see, like, I'm in my classroom and I'm just recording on my laptop with the built-in webcam, which I'm going to show you how to do. And I'm even using like a $40 microphone. Let me actually show you the microphone I'm using in this example. Fifine microphone, Amazon. It's a $40 microphone, $30 microphone. It is even cheaper now than when it was back when I first got it. This is the microphone that I'm using in this video, and you can actually, not right now, I'm using a much nicer microphone right now, but in this video right here, 4.1 video 1, you can hear it right now.
This 20 and then move it over here just so the text box is the right size. Let me delete that though.
And so, I mean, compared to this microphone, it's not as clear, but compared to like the audio that's built into my laptop, this microphone is super clear. And so I just throw that in my backpack. It's downstairs right now. I forgot to bring it up, but I throw that in my backpack and then it connects USB to my computer. And then I use that as my audio when I record these videos. And so what I thought, my bell notification is on with the bell notification. I don't have any bell notifications on for any channels because I'm just like, I'm already on YouTube enough throughout the day. And so I know I'm probably going to go onto it. And I try to limit my notifications as much as possible. But that is super, super nice. It makes me feel all warm inside when I find out that someone does have the bell notification. So I appreciate that, UX. What I thought we'd do for today, instead of recording, because this is actually going to be the last lesson that a lot of my students do for the year, instead of recording one of these video lessons, I also record what's it called? The answer key videos. And so you can see that these are the video lessons that I've already filled in, and I filled these in while I was making these videos right here. And so it takes me to the progress tracker. If I click right there, it opens up this tab right here. I've actually hidden, this is the actual progress tracker from my class, and I have hidden my students' names, but when they complete it, if they complete the notes, they fill that in. Once they complete the Khan Academy, and then once they complete their must-dos, which are the minimum amount of questions they need to answer to get 22 points. And so you can see my must-dos are right here. I've got 2 of them. I typically break up the problems into more, like, I usually don't have like A, B, C, D, E in one problem, but I just did it for this lesson because it just kind of made sense for this one. So what we're going to do is I am actually going to record the answer key for problem number 1, problem number 2, and problem number 3. I might just do problem number 1 just for the live stream, just to kind of show you a little behind the scenes process. And the way I set it up is I just pull it up the actual document, and I have this app called Loom installed in Google Chrome. And when I open up Loom, let's do screen and camera. It actually just gives me some options here. And then I am going to move myself up here and angle it so I'm kind of more in the center. Let me actually move myself over here. There we go. So this might look a little weird, whatever. You can also change the size of your little circle right there, but since I am already there, this is pretty much a good size, and I am actually going to record my answer key video. I don't have the microphone that I was mentioning earlier plugged in right now, so right now it's just using the internal microphone, but for the answer key, I think that's fine. So let's go ahead and start recording. I can pick the window. I usually pick window, and then I click on the guided notes, which is this Chrome window right here, and then click share. It counts down. Howdy, ladies and gents. I am doing this answer key on a live stream on YouTube showing other teachers how to make videos online. So I hope you enjoy it. You're probably wondering, why is the audio such trash right now, Tom? That's because this microphone is going to my live stream, and then I'm actually using the built-in microphone on my computer. But let's take a look at problem number 1. Problem number 1, simplify the following expressions by combining like terms. So let me hit enter right here. Actually, I think on your examples, students, I actually have it set out like this, so it's a little bit easier since most of y'all are completing this digitally. And so if I can simplify, if you remember, just means to combine all of the things that you can combine, all the multiplication and the addition, all of your terms, your like terms, whether your variables or your constants together. So in this case, I've got 3 times 4 plus 2. I can do that multiplication. So 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2, and then 12 plus 2 equals 14. I have now simplified this expression by combining all my like terms because, as you remember, constants are also like terms. Let's jump down to this one, constants being like numbers that aren't being multiplied by a variable. Question letter B, 7 minus 2x plus 5. If you remember, we wanted to make our subtraction into addition of negative numbers. So I'm going to say 7 plus negative 2x plus 5. Are there any like terms here? There are like terms. They're not next to each other, but there still are like terms. I have a positive 7 and I have a positive 5. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can say 12 plus negative 2x. You could have also said 12 minus 2x. That would have been correct. I cannot combine any other like terms here because this is a negative 2x. This is a variable of an x. And then I'm saying I've got negative 2x's and I've got 12 ones. I can't combine those together because they are not like terms. So that is the most simplified that I can do with this problem. Letter C. Let's go enter, space, space, space. 5x plus 3 minus 1. Again, I can do 5x plus 3 plus negative 1, or I can just, this one, I could probably just leave it as subtraction. 3 plus negative 1 gives me 2, or 3 minus 1 gives me 2. So that is 5x plus 2. Are there any other like terms? No, there are not any other like terms. Such sad. Where's my sad violin? Can you hear that sad violin? It's going to the live stream. It's probably not going to this video, but you can imagine the sad violin right there. Oh, stop, sad violin. 5x plus 2 is my actual most simplified. I cannot combine any more terms because there are no more like terms to combine. All right, D, 4x plus 2x squared minus x plus 1. Again, I am going to take my subtraction, and then I'm going to just copy this. I am going to make my subtraction into an addition of integers problem. So I'm going to say minus x plus 1. So where are my like terms? Like terms, if we go back to our notes, remember, like terms, same variable raised to the same power. Let's go back down, let's go back down, let's go back down. It says these are both with x's, but this one is x squared. This one is just x. And so these are not raised to the same power, so these two are not like terms. But 4x and negative x are like terms. I am going to rewrite that where they're next to each other, and I can do that if I'm just using addition here. So plus negative x plus 2x squared. I'm going to copy and paste that so that way I don't have to do the little thingy thing. Plus 1. So 4 plus negative x. You can think of this as 4 plus negative 1x. If there's no coefficient there, there's actually a coefficient of 1, whether it's a positive 1 or a negative 1. So 4 and negative 1. 4 plus negative 1 gives me 3. So I'm basically saying I've got 4 x's and I'm taking 1 x away, or I'm adding 1 negative x. That leaves me with 3 x's plus 2x squared plus 1. I cannot combine any more like terms. These are not like terms even though they have the same variable because one of them is raised to the second power and one of them is not. And so that is the most simplified I can get. And one little thing, conventionally, you will write the coefficient and variable that has the bigger exponent first. So it's not wrong to write this, but conventionally we would actually write 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. You kind of start with the biggest and work your way down if you have multiple variables that have an exponent there. All right, this last one, we've got x plus 2 plus 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 x plus 2. How many x's do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 x's. And it's nice, it's all addition. So 9 x's added together gives me 9x. And then if I think of all my constants here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 twos. 9 twos gives me 18. 9x plus 18 is the simplified version of combining all of these like terms together. I cannot combine any other terms because none of them are like terms. Those are 9x's. That's 18 ones. They're two different things. This is as simplified as it gets. And thanks for letting me make this video during the live stream. I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, so that one was 6 minutes. That is one of the longer videos that I make for an answer key because it had the A, B, C, D, E. You may have noticed, let's see, deep discussion problem 1. I label this in Loom. You may have noticed that I was trying to be as animated as I could. I literally was trying to bring as much energy as I could. I was even talking about how I was live streaming just because it's funny, just because it breaks the norm. It's not me just saying, all right, let's look at this problem. I'm trying to make it as fun as possible. I'm in competition with YouTube here. I'm trying to give them entertaining videos that they can actually learn from, and they know me, and there's a relationship there. It's not some other video that I'm referring to them to that some other teacher has made. And so what I do now, after I have made the video, we've got this Loom video here, and you can see if I push play.
Howdy, ladies and gents. I am doing this answer key.
So I want you to notice the audio quality between what I just recorded. Even though this microphone was in front of me while I was recording them, this microphone is going to the live stream. This microphone was not going to this video. My video is recording the internal, the microphone, using the microphone inside the laptop. Let me go back to this first video that was recorded with the $40, the $30 5-fine microphone. So here is the one that's recorded with the 5-fine microphone.
Rectangles. So let me show you what I mean by that. And then you can kind of go through and then
compared to
on a live stream on YouTube showing other teachers how to make videos on.
Okay, so I think, I mean, especially if you're listening with headphones, which a lot of these students are, that's going to sound so much clearer with this one. So my students had to sacrifice for the sake of the live stream and the fact that I forgot my other microphone downstairs. But it's okay. They don't have to be perfect videos. And then I can go through, I can take this video right here. I can take this link, or I can even just click on copy video link. I go over to the 4.3 lesson tracker. I do Command K, and then I paste it right there. And then I click apply. And now when a student has finished the must-dos, they're going to first check their answer with problem number 1. They click there, and it takes them to this video where now they can check their work. Now, they could just scrub through and then see if they got it right, and then stop and rewatch any of the sections where maybe they made a mistake. And that's fine if they get it, if they understand it. They don't need to watch the entire thing. Some of your kids will watch the entire thing. I tell my students, like, whenever I'm watching instructional videos, I watch them at like 1.5 to 2x speed. Whenever they say something that I'm like, wait a minute, what did they say? I didn't catch that. Then I rewind it, and then I watch it at 1x speed. And so you can even see down here, you have 1.5. You can watch it up to 2x speed. I even tell them when they turn in their videos to me, I'm like, I'm watching your videos at 2x speed. I'm not, excuse me, I'm not watching it at 1x speed. And they're like, Tom, I spent so much time. I put 8 minutes into that. And I'm like, exactly. And I enjoyed it in 4. And so I'm fine with that. One, because I can't control that anyways. I know Edpuzzle, you can control like how much they watch it, how much they don't. I'm trying to empower them to take more ownership of their learning and not like force them to watch through a video. I'm just telling them, I'm like, if you want to know how to do this, you need to watch the videos and like actually see what's going on. You're not doing yourself a favor by just like not watching the videos or scrubbing through them and then saying, I watched it, but even though you got all the problems wrong. So that is how I make one of my videos. If I'm making the videos at home, you will see I've got a little puppet back here. Sometimes that puppet will make an appearance. I've even done, let's go back to the to this right here. I think it's video 3. I even do is it not showing up? I think I didn't put it on my key, but I did put it on the actual notes. Here we go. I will sometimes put a secret word of the day in my videos. And so students, if they catch it, I think it might have been video 3 on this one. Let me see. Here we go. I want you to try simplifying these 4 expressions by combining those like terms. And it might have been video 2. But what I do is like we use an app called Paygrade, which is like our classroom economy app, and students have money in the classroom economy. And so some of this vocabulary, the word terms, I said this, and so they can actually, if they do the secret word of the day, I can go into Paygrade and create a quiz, and if they put the secret word of the day in, they get like $50 deposited into their account. So I like to talk about common misconceptions. Like, what the heck? I really thought this was at the beginning of one of the videos. It must have been video 5. It must have been video 5. Be patient with me.
The secret word of the lesson is like terms. Like terms is the secret word of the lesson.
So with that one, I kind of make it sound like a little radio voice. But I do that, and I don't have to manage that at all. I can pull up. Let me go to paygrade.io. I need to hide it because I don't want to show any of my students' lessons, but this is just like or my students' names. This is just one of the small ways that, here we go, that I'm just trying to make the videos interesting and fun to watch. And so you can see every lesson had its own secret word. If I click on edit, the 3.2 secret word of the day, I can say they have 3 minutes to answer this. If they open it up, they have to get 100%. It is a 1 question, multiple choice answer, and it's like, what's the secret word of lesson 3.2? And then I could say how much money they get if they get it right, and then I list a bunch of the words, and then that one was thermos, and then I say which one the right answer is, and then I save it, and I can say which of my classes I want to add this to. So this is really fun because now I don't have to manage any of it. I make the quiz. The kids can find this when they log into their Paygrade account, and then if they get it right, they get money deposited. And we're planning on having like a big end of the year auction, and so they'll be able to use their money in that big end of the year auction. So just a fun way, using puppets, telling jokes, having a big personality, or whatever personality you have. You don't have to have a big personality. If you pretend to have a big personality when you don't have a big personality, unless it's a shtick, then it could work. You could make that work. Maybe you have like a whole different persona. Like, how funny would that be? And how much would your students be like talking about, like, yeah, like my 7th grade math teacher would make these video lessons, but whenever he would do these lessons, he would act like he's like this persona, this person from Connecticut that was always mad all the time, and he would talk about, you know, his dogs and how no one understands his dogs, but he had a secret connection with his dogs, and he talked to his dogs, and his dogs would come in, and his dog would be a character in the lessons. Like, how much more would your students be wanting to watch some of these video lessons if you were just going out of your way to put just a little bit more effort to make it fun for yourself and for your students? And all you have to do is just pull up the notes, hit the Loom record button, and then record, and then your video is ready to go. You don't have to make it super fancy. You don't have to have nice microphone. You can get a $30 microphone if you like, but you don't even have to do that. Just get in front of a window so the light's on you, or have a light in front of you, and then pull up your video and pull up your camera and pull up your laptop, and then just record the video and have fun with it. Secret word of the day, puppet, caricatures, personalities, whatever it is, just your kids will see that, and it's gonna be something that they enjoy, and maybe even look forward to. Like, what's the next video gonna be? And that's how I try to make my videos, and just try to bring my personality into it, so my students want to watch it. And that's how you can easily make it with an app called Loom. If you're new to these live streams, what I like to do every live stream is give back to a middle school STEM classroom on Donors Choose. All the money that I make through my business, I always take a portion of it and give it, put it aside to give back to a middle school STEM classroom. And just because that's what we should be doing. We should be giving back to one another with the things that we have been given. And so I found Mrs. Brooks this morning when I was researching different projects, and what she is trying to do is trying to get some like hands-on experiences for her science class. I know how hard that can be because I've been using these online simulations for my science class this year, but if you're able to get like, you know, a Tesla coil, a scientific pendulum, National Geographic construction model kit, like all this stuff is awesome. It'd be such a more meaningful experience than just doing, you know, lessons without any of it. And so what I usually do, expires August 24th, my birthday, yeah! What I usually do, so it looks like she's preparing for next year, is I give about $50 to one of these classes, unless it's only a little bit more that would actually get them to reach their goal. Sometimes they only need like 60 to meet the goal that they have. And then I let them know that this is just part of the live stream and what I'm trying to do here. I usually just recycle the message and change the name. Hey there, Mrs. Brooks. I'm a fellow middle school STEM teacher and I have a live stream on my YouTube channel. Each live stream I take a moment to donate to another middle school STEM class. It looks like, let's see. It looks like these items will really bring the science to life for your students. Thanks for what you're doing to give your kids a fun experience in your class. Post my message, and that's it. So hopefully Ms. Brooks is able to find or get the full donation to be able to meet that. I really think she's going to. I mean, it's like she's got until August, and she's pretty close. Only $100 left. So if you want to donate to Mrs. Brooks, just search Mrs. Brooks or a chance to play, a chance to learn on Donors Choose. And so that's pretty fun. Thank you so much for everyone joining. Great advice about personality. Yes, and it's something that we could easily be doing in these videos, and just I think we just need permission sometimes just to be ourselves on camera, be our weird selves that we are. I'm excited. I'm in my last 3 weeks of school. Later today, I'm actually recording a video of what I plan on doing for the very last week of school. And I have another video coming up. I've actually got a partnership with a company called Catchbox, which I'm pretty excited about. They create this throwable microphone that you can use in like a hybrid context. And so like instead of having like all of my kids in Zoom and like being like, unmute yourself if you want to say something, hold on, let me mute my speaker. Okay, say what you're gonna say. Okay, mute yourself. All right, let me unmute my speaker. I'll be able to just like throw a little microphone at the student. It's like in this cube. So I'm really excited about that. That video will probably come out hopefully within a couple of weeks. But that's all I've got going on here in my neck of the woods in Austin, Texas. I hope as the year winds down, you're doing some stuff that is still fun and energizing for you and your kids. This is actually a great time to experiment with some of the self-paced video lesson stuff, just to see how you like it here at the end of the year. And then that way, if you want to implement it in the beginning of the year, you've got some ideas of what worked and what didn't, how you want to change it. And so I really appreciate everyone joining. I appreciate you, UWEG, for throwing on those notifications. A little round of applause for notifications and the bell. And let me know if you have any questions as far as recording your videos. I've also got a course in the description of that shows you like in depth how to do the video lessons if you want to go a little bit. This was like only 30 minutes. It takes like 60 minutes to get through the course, so you can check it out there. But thank you so much for tuning in for the middle school STEM live stream, and I will talk to y'all soon. Is it gonna go? Oh, dang it, I didn't set up my image. Whatever, we're gonna have to close out without the image that has the nice lockers that say middle school STEM teachers lounge. It's okay. That's the nature of the live stream. I'll talk to y'all soon. I guess I could fade to black. Should we fade to black? Let's fade to black. Ooh, so smooth.